Hi everyone, Bandanner here, and a very warm welcome back to the SD League monthly WARNO tournament for October. Today we are with Tman and DerGaertner for a couple of games. Tman obviously number one on the ranked ladder right now. He streams over on Twitch. Do check him out. His link is down below in the description. If you haven't watched him before, he is a very good player. He streams nearly every day, and he did stream these games live as well. DerGaertner is over on the right in blue, playing as a Berlin Command, and over on the left in red we have Tman playing as the Berliner Gruppierung, so this is a proper battle for Berlin, this game. Let's have a look at what DerGaertner has down, as he seems to have most of his units ready to go. We've got a Fox going up the front there, PSSE going into that building, a Sniper and PSSE in the buildings up here, a Sniper going into that building there, and a Fox at this far side. Nice standardized spread there for the recon, nothing exciting. AMX 30 going into this bush line at the back, obviously to cover this side. We have Engineers Dragons and Berlin Light Rifles with a recoilless rifle heading into that building there. In the center we got a couple of Milans, Berlin Light Rifles and Engineers Dragon, all heading into the center here. Looks like the ATGMs are heading into that building and the forest here. Makes sense, it's a good place for Milan. Here we have a CEV, a Berlin Light Rifle, and a Stinger heading up to the center there. And then here we have a Stinger just heading into Charlie. Very little for Charlie, nothing too much expected to happen there, I assume. He has removed the CEV now. I don't know what that'll be replaced with. Maybe he's saving his cash. Let's spin around and have a look at Tman. Tman obviously has marked that position on the map, and he does have a lot of forward deployment troops here. So we got 4 squads of Jaeger Metis and then an FS Jaeger as well. Looks like one squad of Metis is probably heading over that side, and then the rest are going into the middle here. Interesting spread there. We've got a Grenzer going into the back here for recon. We've got an FS Jaeger going up there, and an FS Jaeger going into this building here. Very defensive at the sides there. He's obviously putting most of his eggs into the central basket. And here we have some munitions, a Vakzuchen, a couple of Iglers, 2 T-80Bs, expensive outlay, a couple of decent tanks at the start, and a Book. That's expensive at the start as well. Very good anti-air unit, 9 HE damage. I wonder if that is to deal with any Nighthawks that come out from the other side. Obviously, command in there as well, which will go to all 3 points. Spin ourselves around, switch over to the controller. So this will be an interesting fight in the middle. I mean, that's where this is going to start. Tman obviously trying to push in these same buildings as those PSSE are going to get into. And then the follow-up from DerGaertner with a few more units. I'm expecting to see Nighthawks, most definitely. I'm expecting to see more anti-air from Tman, because he needs to kill those Nighthawks. They are a very, very strong unit. So taking those out early is potentially a big, big bonus for Tman. Assuming, of course, DerGaertner brings them in early. He could just choose not to use them at all, or even use them to force Tman to bring in AA, but never actually send them into a dangerous position. PSSE kill the FS Jaeger in the center there before they even get to the building, as they won the race. And with only one vehicle heading up there, the other Jaeger Metis obviously aren't anywhere near the buildings. Vakzuchen being dropped off at the back there. Sniper's able to take pot shots at the Jaeger Metis in the building. Oh wow, a Nighthawk already, here it comes. Surely going for the Jaeger Metis. Oh, beautiful strike, annihilates the building. T-80Bs have arrived though, engaging on those Berlin Light Rifles now. Book obviously didn't get a look in on that Nighthawk as it came past there, as it didn't fire. Nighthawk is still in play though, is coming back in for another pass. Is it going for the infantry? Is it going for the tanks? It is dropping. Looks like the infantry. Good kill on the infantry. Oh, double hit. The Igler gets it, and then the Book. That is some nasty RNG. It goes straight down. Command arrives in the middle for Tman at about the same time. Lucky it didn't get crashed into. Center point goes to Tman. MiG-21 HE bomber coming in the other side for Tman, going for the buildings in a similar fashion. I will note that Tman actually lost his squad of infantry that were up at the top there. Another Nighthawk in already. Coming in from the far side of the map. Is it going for the buildings? Is it going for the tanks? I'm assuming those tanks are visible. Milan's actually firing at those tanks right now. Does get a miss. Nighthawk is dropping. One bomb away. Manages to drop its second bomb on the Grenzer as well. Ooh. There was another missile coming in. There's a Cub in play as well now. The Nighthawk does get out alive, but will have a repair time. Command now in the center for DerGaertner as well. But Tman has a little advantage in points and still pushing in the middle there with those T-80Bs. Now has less to fear from those Nighthawks as well. Vaksuchin going in against the PSSE here. Vaksuchin, quite a large squad. 10 men total, PSSE only 6. And obviously both have taken some damage already. No fire assistance from the T-80Bs at the moment against those PSSE. But it does look like the Vaksuchin are winning this fight right now. Very good units though, these guys. They do have the satchel charge, but I assume... yeah, they're not in range to hit with the satchel charge. If we do, yeah, they're just out of range in that building, I think. That's unfortunate, or the PSSE would probably have won that. T-80s do manage to kill the other unit at the back, though. Looks like the Jaeger went for a little poke at the bottom here as well, but came up against those 2 infantry squads in the building and have retreated. Tman with slightly over half this point, really, but will have a hard time getting to that back corner at the moment. More reinforcements coming in for the center here for DerGaertner, including a chieftain there. Some hell arms coming in by the looks of it. 2 hell arms at the back there coming in to deal with these T-80Bs as well. Iglas obviously might scare them off, but the Iglas aren't as far forward as those tanks at the moment. A little bit of a quiet spell while there's a build-up of forces for both players. Tman obviously a veteran. You can tell that because he has supplies next to both of his long-range AA units. Always important to keep those restocked because they go through their missiles very quickly. Curious to see if these hell arms perform here. Infantry moving up for Tman in the center. Berlin light rifles coming in as well for DerGaertner. Some units coming in at the top there for Tman as well. I do see another T-80B coming in. Igla within range of the hell arm. Does manage to get 1 missile off. T-80B engaging on the light rifles. Oh, Milan's going for that T-80B though. Smoke's gone down. It will be okay on this occasion. AMX-30 pushing up along with that chieftain. That's that other hell arm at risk now from the Igla. Metis gets a shot off on the front of the chieftain, but is about to be swarmed by Berlin light rifles. Buck has been moved further up now for when that Nighthawk comes back in. Metis really wants a piece of that chieftain. Gets another hit. Vaksuchin fully armed and repaired, being moved in to assist those Jaeger Metis. Jaeger Metis being retreated. The building has collapsed. That has allowed the T-80Bs to fire through now in support. Jaeger Metis may survive here. Buck's trying to hit that hell arm as well now. Not having much success. Oh, hell arm gets a nice hit on the T-80B. Artillery in as well now. Artillery coming in against that building at the back though. Not anything in there at the moment. Grens are taking fire from the chieftains and the MX-30. Berlin light rifles had to get out of there. Not in a good way. 2 squads died. Cluster Bomber coming in here, looking for a kill on that tank. MiG-21 coming in, dropping on the enemy tanks. Oh, wow. 2 MiG-21 HEs. Oh, he got the kill on the command. He must have just spotted it. Oh, that's brutal. Tman with the snipe on the command with the MiG-21. That's very unfortunate for DerGaertner. He's now got to spend some cash on another command. Vaksuchin probably aren't going to survive this, though. They'll be very lucky to make it back. Oh, the Fox has changed targets. Never mind. Vaksuchin survive. Fox is busy shooting at the Grenzer instead now. Chieftain taking fire, I think, from the T-80 there. Yes, it is. T-80 struggling to hit it. Nighthawk is in. Bombs away on the T-80B. Gets the kill on the T-80B. Drops another bomb on the other T-80. Nighthawk goes down. The anti-air has done its job. The Cub got the kill there. But both T-80Bs are down. That's an annoying loss for Tman. Another MiG-21 coming in with some bombs. Another kill on those infantry. Lots of airplay in this game so far. But both of those Nighthawks are down. That's both Nighthawks that are available to DerGaertner already out of play. That means that now, reasonably sure, most of Tman's tanks are going to be pretty safe as long as he plays carefully with them. ATGM in now, trying to do some damage to these chieftains. Hell Arm goes down at the back. Another command is coming into that back corner for DerGaertner now. Chieftain taking shots from multiple sides here. Does have to smoke. But DerGaertner has managed to chase Tman out of this side. It cost him another bomber to do it, though. And it is a shame to lose both Nighthawks really early on, to be honest. I mean, we are literally not even 10 minutes into the game yet. M1IP coming in at the bottom there. Some pivads coming in. Pivads coming in down here. Another chieftain. I expect they're all going to be heading into the center. Command back in there, but Tman with a nice advantage in those points at 332. A little bit of skirmishing at the top there. T-80B's being kept really far back. MiG-21 HE bomber comes in again, misses its target this time, dropping behind. Sounds like it did just take a hit from the Stinger back here, though. So that's going to be out repairing for a while. A little bit of movement down here. Grenzer just pushing up for better eyes on. I don't think we're going to see a push from either player. I don't feel like either has enough for a significant push into one of these bottom points. And that chieftain surely is going to turn. Yeah, it's turning to go to the center. Oh. Targets of opportunity for DerGaertner here. Trying to take out that munitions truck. Still a little bit of skirmishing with the Matsuchin and the engineers at the top there. MiG-21 coming in for the kill on them. Well done. Engineers out of the building just in time. Fox now able to provide fire support against those Matsuchin. Both units going to end up in the building. Close quarters. But the Matsuchin at a disadvantage now. The engineers have close quarters combat bonus. They have that shock trait. There it is. So they get an improved damage once they are close to the enemy and have supportive fire from the Fox. Milan being pushed up here now. 2 T-64 BVs have arrived. One's taken a lot of damage from the Milan too there, though. Lots of tanks being pushed up from this side as well. T-80 BVs, very good tanks, but, you know... Oh, Milan 2 gets a beautiful side shot on that T-64 BV. It was reversing slightly side on. That T-64 needs to get the hell out of there. That is one shot away from death. Another Milan 2 coming in here. I was thinking that Tman was going to lean into his tanks, as he does have quite a few good ones. Lucky save for that T-64, the smoke there. But DerGaertner is preparing for that. He's bringing in plenty of anti-tank, plenty of Milan 2s, plenty of his own tanks. Pulling up a really good fight against the number 1 seed here. Can I call him the number 1 seed since he's on the rank ladder at number 1? Or does that only apply to whoever won the tournament last time? I can't even remember who that was, to be fair. It may well have been Tman. Pack MT12 here, dishing out some damage. T80 doing the same. Nice hit on that Abrams. Not doing a huge amount of damage. Tanks now engaging on those rifles, pushing across the open ground there. They're looking for a kill on the command, I think. They may well get it. The rifles have stalled, though. They're on attack move, so they're engaging the Eaglet. They just need to be charged into the forest there rather than attack moved, because they'll attack anything on the way and keep stopping, which means they'll never reach that. HE bomber coming in, and another HE bomber coming in, going for those infantry. One squad dead. It's interesting, they get like a strafing run, and they also drop the bombs as well. They're quite effective against those infantry. Watsuchin BTRs pushing up with their SPWs, mostly to fire at those rifles, keeping the command safe. A couple of Gazelle rockets coming in there. One Eagler squad was lost, so there's less AA here at the moment. There's a Strela standing by, though. Rockets busy firing at the SPWs, but they've done their job. Those rifles have been stalled in their tracks. They can't get near the command. Up at the top here, you've got a couple of very badly damaged infantry squads for DerGaertner. He does have some more rifles that have arrived but haven't been deployed yet. Equally, Tman's bringing in some more infantry at the top there as well. Down at the bottom here. Oh, this was a good time to come and have a look. Look at all of this arriving now. DerGaertner is going to make a push at the bottom. He's just brought in a load of engineer flash and some rifles and a spare command tank. Yeah, we're going to see a push at the bottom here. DerGaertner going to keep Tman on his toes. Oh, beautiful strike. Artillery coming in there from DerGaertner. 2 150mm cannons take out that command. Currently +3 to DerGaertner. Now it's Tman's turn to have to bring in a command. Very impressive here from DerGaertner against Tman. Oh, problem again here is I think those flash, if I select them, so the flash are on attack move. The issue with attack move with any units like this is they won't be in range to use their flash launchers if they're just attacking from their maximum range. So again, with some of these units, you're better off manually controlling them and getting them up close and personal. In fact, Suchin, a big squad here, obviously very, very effective at killing other infantry. Get lots of bonuses. And that little security trait gives them a little bit more line of sight when they're stood still. They also have the shock trait for when they're a little bit closer to the enemy, but they will lose to multiple squads of engineers flash here. But obviously one-on-one, Vaksuchin always win, and they did manage to kill that first squad. Rifles coming up the rear here. There are some ATGMs coming in the bottom here, but I'm sure we will see some other reinforcements coming in soon. We definitely have a couple of cannons in at the back there. Some howitzers for Tman as well now. Very good use by DerGaertner of his howitzers, by the way, this game. Not just using them in the middle, using them at the sides of the map, keeping Tman at bay, even hitting the infantry at the top there. Really keeping the pressure on. Tman with a command tank coming in for the center now. But DerGaertner making up some of those lost points. HE bombers coming in at the top there. Surely going to get some kills on the rifles and the engineers. There they go. And a MiG-21 coming in here as well. Going for that. Oh, Milan goes down as well. At the moment, it's really... Oh, there it goes. Stinger getting the kill there with the aid of the Pivads. It's really, really difficult at the moment because DerGaertner is mostly relying on those Pivads. And although they are kind of scary for choppers, they're not quite scary enough versus all these aircraft coming in. Harrier just went down up there. Not even sure what hit it. I imagine it was the cub. Harrier obviously only has 8 HP now, which means that a cub or a buck will kill it in one hit. And I suspect the cub got the kill there. However, at the bottom here, DerGaertner, doing a really good job, has managed to plow his way through, has even captured that munitions vehicle, and is driving his M1IP command into that point now and will cap it. Surely reinforcements coming in this way. Yes, indeed. Mi-24 VP coming in there. No anti-air up here with these forward forces. They've got kind of away from any anti-air. That Stinger's not being moved up with them, so they are very, very susceptible to any bombers, to choppers like this. Some Motsuchin BTRs coming in as well, and a Pak D44 coming in at the rear as well. Artillery coming in on the center there for Tman as well. Just trying to do some damage. I think that's trying to aim for either the tanks that were there, or it was trying to hit the Pivads, which may have been moved. Command is in this bottom point. +4 to DerGaertner. He's going to quickly make up those missing points. Command called in immediately for Tman. Cluster bomber being called in the middle for Tman there. Oh, command tank immediately annihilated by that Mi-24. It pushed up a little bit too far, didn't stay in the corner. Cluster going in the middle there. Nice strike. Gets a kill on one chieftain, does some serious damage to the other. That is probably going to go... Oh my word, does that get out alive? Surely not. No, it does not. I was going to say it was on 1 pip of health. Even the Pivads did the damage there. Harrier coming in the center there, taking lots of fire. Does not actually get hit. Tman easily reclaimed this point. No anti-air there, obviously, to stop that chopper, which has just torn through all the infantry and the tank. Very good call in there by Tman. Unfortunately, you've got to keep up your anti-air when you push stuff forward. Gazelle rockets being called in up here as Tman is making a move with his tanks. Has taken a lot of damage to that T-80. Likely from that Milan at the side. T-64 is fine though. 2 T-64s in fact. Artillery coming in there. Ooh. Artillery coming in on the command tank. Probably without realizing it is. But good positioning on that artillery strike. Gazelle rockets being repositioned. Burning light rifles being pushed up there, but they look low on ammunition. Mistral's being called in. Good choice. Tman looking a little bit more solid in the middle here at the moment. Is taking damage from the Milans, but he's making good use of his tanks to kill those as well. Who wins this fight? Milan 2 versus T-80. T-80 gets the hit in first before the Milan can land another missile. And there we go. Bottom is now back in the hands of Tman, but DerGaertner has the advantage in points right now. Harrier flying in at the top there with a Harrier Custer coming in the back. I wondered if the Harrier AA was going to go in first to distract the anti-air. Cluster coming in. What is it going for? Diving on the T-64. Going straight across the air defense net. It's going to be lucky if it gets out without being hit. No, it goes down to a cub. Quite nasty. Artillery coming in on those Motrazvedka. Very good artillery play from DerGaertner here. Cluster coming in again, looking for a kill on something. The other T-64. Oh! Beautiful strike on that T-64. Did something else hit it first? Was there a Milan hitting it? I'm so confused. It looked like it got hit in 2 separate incidents there. But again, Harrier Cluster destroyed, T-64 destroyed, and a MiG-21HE also destroyed. Mistral's doing their job. Lynx Hellarm goes down. A little bit of a push here at the bottom as well by Tman. He's pushing everywhere right now, really trying to stress out his opponent. Harrier goes down, as does the MiG-21. There's a lot of MiG-21s gone down now, but I think there's still at least 1 or 2 in play for Tman. DerGaertner still with a nice advantage in points. Tman being quite aggressive at the bottom here, but taking a lot of punishment. They lost one meta squad. The other meta squad is badly damaged. The infantry down here are dead. I think DerGaertner comes out on top here. But in the middle, it's kind of looking nice for Tman right now. He is having to pull some of his tanks back to get rearmed and repaired. But generally speaking, he is making slow progress across that point. Metas here not looking so hot. The PSSE are being charged at them. This is exactly what you need to do. Let's have a look at that. So that is a move order. Those PSSE need to be on top of the Metis to get the damage bonus, to get the satchel charges in range, and they will annihilate that Motostrelki squad at close range. I mean, they're almost dead anyway, but that's because those SMGs are firing all the way there. And the closer they get, the more damage the SMGs do. Those SMGs at close range are devastating. A bunch of engineers flash coming in down here for DerGaertner. This is really, really well played by DerGaertner here. I mean, you expect amazing things from Tman. He is number 1 in the rank ladder right now. But DerGaertner holding his own, doing a really fantastic job here. If he can hold out, he can take this on points. Again, really good use of that artillery by DerGaertner. Just picking stuff off. That was the cannon there destroyed. But I am worried about the centre here. DerGaertner doesn't have a lot in there right now. He is bringing in another tank and a chieftain at the back there. But I am worried. There just seems to be a lot in here. The helicopters are starting to arrive for Tman as well. He will use that advantage. He does have much better helos. There comes the artillery on the infantry there. Don't get the kill. The infantry's moved forward. Supply goes down. Pivads goes down. That's the AA kind of dealt with here, other than the Pivads at the other side. Engineers flash pushing back into this point here. Is he going to get another command in? None at the moment, but he will get back into that corner. He does need to take some AA with him, really, though. He has moved up the Stinger into a more forward position in that front building, but not far enough forward, perhaps. Abrams has arrived. Good support there. Doing some serious damage to the Motostrelki. At the top, though, tanks repaired. Being pushed back in. ATGMs are being moved up into that building as well. Slowly but surely, Tman is kind of locking down this point. The chieftain has arrived here as well, though. More reinforcements have arrived at this bottom point for Tman. He hasn't forgotten about it. And he's got a big Mi-26 coming in to repair and rearm those helos. Helos do eat supply, so you do need a lot of supply if you're fielding a lot of helicopters, especially with the rockets. Oh, command is killed by the Motostrelki there. +3 to Tman. Oh, wow, that is a lot of HE bombs coming in from that Mirage. Looking for a kill on the infantry. Does not get it. SU-22 AT has been destroyed, but it did... I don't think it did get a kill when it came in there. I think everything had backed off. Tman regaining control at that point. He had enough forces in there to do that. Vaktsutchin should win out in that little combat there. Artillery coming in on the Akav now and the Milan. Obviously visible to those Grenzer and probably has been for a while. Chieftain moving up to deal with those Motostrelki now, which are stunned. They will be able to fire back. Managed to get some stunning themselves. Pivads has moved up. Oh, the Pivads. Look at all of those missiles and tank shells going for the Pivads. Yep, that was reversed pretty darn quickly. Tman taking up those points now. He has a lot more on the map. He's lost less, let's be honest. If we zoom out and have a bird's eye view, there's a lot more red there, I think, than there is blue. And obviously, DerGaertner has been pushed right back. Command coming in at the bottom there. Unfortunately, a little bit late. His infantry are already dead. He's going to move his Berlin light rifles. I think this is a scramble now for DerGaertner to try and get some points. Grenadier Voltig is coming in the middle in Vabs as well, and a Vab command coming in for DerGaertner. He needs to get back in that middle point and stabilize things. He also needs to gain some points. Fox pushing ahead here will cause an issue for the Vaktsutschen. In the center, loads of Vaktsutschen BTR arriving there to try and take control of this corner. Still, both players using a lot of artillery. There's that command coming in. Is it going to be spotted as it comes up that ramp? Possibly not. Kind of veered off before then. There we go. Fox tearing apart the Vaktsutschen there, but some Vaktsutschen BTR have arrived as well. There's a Pak MT-12 at the back of that point, so it can be deployed there and potentially fire along that road. I think this is a really good effort by DerGaertner, but I think Tman probably has it covered with those Vaktsutschen. He also still has access to those two Mi-24s, which he just sat at the back, fully repaired now. Loads of motor Metas coming in the centre there. Some Igla and some ATGM coming in at the top. DerGaertner is back in. Both points though. Currently +2. But immediately that command destroyed at the bottom there. Tman with a slight advantage in points. 10 minutes left of this game. And some change. I think as long as Tman can push DerGaertner back out at this point, I think Tman will probably take this one, but I can't commend DerGaertner enough. He's done a fantastic job here. Been really impressed, especially when he pushed that bottom point, got his command in and held it for quite a while. Seed coming in, dropping some bombs there. Remember, the Mirage 4 Seed has both bombs and seed missiles. Did manage to kill the Buck there, by the way. So its seed missile killed the Buck, and it dropped its bombs, though it has been severely damaged now by the Cub and will have to retreat. Well defended at the bottom there by Tman. DerGaertner hanging on in there. The real question is, can Tman kill that command? Does he know where it is? His artillery could definitely hit it. Speaking of, here comes some artillery shells. Where's it targeted? Right on that CV. Right on top of that CV. Yeah, that thing is very dead. Oof. Stunned. Is one of these going to hit it? Oh, it's alright at the minute. They've kind of spread out a bit. Oh, right on top of it. Finishes the job. Tman back to +3. Will get the points he needs now to retake the lead in this game for the win. It will not be a draw. 9 minutes left. There would be time to obviously turn this around, but I don't think that DerGaertner has the forces anymore. I think Tman's kept more stuff alive. He's kept a few tanks alive that were badly damaged, where on the other side, I think unfortunately DerGaertner has lost them. He is doing a good job at trying to keep them alive now, though. Chieftain taking a lot of fire there. Lots of ATGMs coming in. It's getting very lucky. Another M1 IP goes down. And the Chieftain goes down as well. Artillery coming in over here on these infantry, but I don't think it matters now. It was all about the middle towards the end there, really. Lots of AMX-30s coming in. Tman way out in the lead. Will take the victory here. Very, very well played to both players. A very intense game. Plenty of micro here. The micro isn't everything in WARNO, but you can tell when people are doing it. Tman doing a good job of keeping his tanks alive. Unfortunately, DerGaertner losing those two laser-guided bombers, the Nighthawks, early on, isn't great for the Berlin Command because the Nighthawk is such a strong unit for that division. But Tman was ready for it. He had the Book out right at the start. He knew to expect that, and the Book and the Cub have great aerial vision with that radar to be able to see it coming in and get good shots on it. Command tank coming in there. 7 minutes left of the game. By the time it gets to the front, I think Tman is going to have way too much of a lead for just a neutralization to do any good, because then he'll be waiting for another command to come in. MX-30 is just charging into this point here. I think they're going to be mangled by that BTR, on the Motsuchin BTR I should say. The Metis probably gets... Oh, there's the surrender. Commiserations to DerGaertner, you played exceptionally well there, to be honest. Obviously, as I said, significant difference in kills to losses there, which was visible by the end of that game. You could see that Tman had more on the field. Well played, Tman. Let's have a little look at what was doing well. The Book, straight away. Nighthawk, Hellarm, Nighthawk, Hellarm, Harrier, Harrier, Harrier. Book was a very, very worthwhile purchase at the start of the game there. Killed both of those Nighthawks with some assistance with one of those Nighthawks, definitely. I think both. But yeah, got both the kills there. Tanks doing a good job overall at the other side. Again, not a huge amount of kills for any units on DerGaertner's side there. AMX-30 did a good job. MVP goes to the Book. The Book was a brilliant purchase by Tman right at the start. It did die eventually to the Seed, but it did its job. It paid for itself several times over. MVP. Let's hop straight into game number 2 with these two. Let's see if DerGaertner can pull it back for a 1-all draw. All changed this time. Completely different divisions. We have DerGaertner playing on the right in blue as the 2nd Infantry Division. And over on the left in red, we have Tmanplays playing as the 119th. So we can expect to see some big, heavy T-80s here. We can expect to see some challenges. SAS out nice and early straight away. This is the old version of Vertigo as well, so you have the potential for pushing through at the top. So it will be interesting to see how these guys spread themselves out. Looks to me like both players are going for Delta. But let's have a wee look. So we have a couple of squads of SAS pushing straight up into Alpha there quite aggressively. SAS, amazing units, really good at dealing with both infantry, vehicles, and aircraft as they have the Stinger. Got a sniper and an air mobile scout going up, trying to get into the center of the sort of Delta area here. We've got a couple of air mobile squads in Lynxes heading up to the other side. This is very aggressive from DerGaertner here. What we got in the middle here, we got a Challenger Mark II out already. We've got a Rapier, a CV, got 2 arm rifle squads, a couple of Rover Milans, and a Javelin LML. Not a lot of air cover. Thankfully, not seeing any helicopters at the moment from Tman. Got some air mobile scouts going in to assist the SAS there now, and a couple of Milans heading over there too, just to provide some cover. This will be interesting. Really curious how this game pans out. Obviously, the Challenger's a good tank, but the T-80UD is a better tank. Over at this side, we have Spetsnaz crew heading up to here. Okay, Tman going pretty defensive at the bottom here. He's got a command going into here and then into that corner. He's not sending anything there. Both players going very heavy for Delta. We've got Spetsnaz GRU, Spetsnaz, and Spetsnaz OP heading up nice and early to defend this. They will come up against those air mobiles. Then we have 2 Strelas, a T-80 BVK, a T-80U, an Igla, and now a BMP-1 with a Motostrelki, all heading up to the top here. Nothing being too aggressive. We do have a deployment of something there. That's quite far forward. Is that the Motostrelki? I'm very curious here. It is the Motostrelki in the BMP, deploying in the middle of the road. That's an interesting move. Why in the middle of the road? Why not near the building? That I'm curious about. So basically, both players going for the very top here, going for Delta. We're going to see little to no action in Alpha. And this is a big thing about this map that some people don't realize. And I think Lathan's phrased it to me before, that the bottom Alpha town, or the industrial area is bait. A lot of people go for it, and really you kind of have to try and get a command in there because you need to at least neutralize it. But the top is a great position to hit because it's much closer then to hit the back points. And the points are still worth a lot at the top. And that's one of the things that's missing from the dual version, is you don't have that thing where you can push through to the back and get a load more points. You kind of just take the stuff in the middle. So this one plays much more to an aggressive play style where someone slams through Delta and hits either of the back points at the right or the left here. Air Mobile's going to be arriving at a similar time to the Spetsnaz. Let's get in there, because really this is what we want to watch, this initial opening fight, as it will decide who gets that side of the point as well. It's not just about who comes out on top. If DerGaertner can win with the Air Mobiles, then he will be in control of that corner of that point, which means that Tman has to then fight his way in there. He is up against Spetsnaz though. Spetsnaz OP. Everything is being rushed into the buildings. Morazvedka coming in. Igla's coming in as well. But at the moment, Air Mobiles aren't doing a bad job here. Spinning us around just so we can see that. Look at that. Spetsnaz are down. Just the Spetsnaz OP left. The Air Mobiles are actually going to come out on top here. Actually, it was Spetsnaz grew in there. The Spetsnaz squad's all the way over that side. Oh, that's very aggressive from Tman. Morazvedka have dropped off here. Tanks coming in the back, providing fire support against the Air Mobiles here. Here come all the Gazelles. Gazelle rockets and Gazelle Hellarm. Sorry, Lynx Hellarm even. Oh, this is a brutal opening from both players. Air Mobiles have done their job though. They've really slowed Tman down. Igla's opening up on those choppers already. Spetsnaz, it didn't even click on me. I was so focused on those Air Mobiles arriving. The Spetsnaz charged over this side. Igla's being engaged by the Gazelles here. The Gazelles have a chance to do some serious damage, but the Strelas are both there and can see Strelas doing their job well, taking out those choppers in one hit. Oh, and another one down. Yeah, those choppers getting absolutely mangled by the Strelas. Challenger has arrived at the front though. Arm rifles there as well. And the Warrior engaging on those Morazvedka. But the Air Mobiles are dead. What's going on at the bottom here? Oh my word. Saxon was pushed all the way up here. I think that was the Saxon from the SAS. What's back here? Assault Pioneers as well. Did one squad of SAS get pushed up? I think a squad of SAS pushed up to try and kill the command. Didn't manage to get the command. Saxon is going for it though. Mi-24V rocket attack at the back there, trying to kill that Saxon as well. BTR-60 gets the kill. Cluster coming in there. I think that cluster was going for the BTR-60, but lost its targeting. This is a brutal opening fight. T-80U is still alive. T-80BVK is alive. Taking a lot of fire though. Cluster coming in, going for the T-80 BVK, gets the kill. Jaguar cluster dishing out the damage there. I'm hearing noises at the bottom. That is an SAS engaging on that Mi-24V now. Gets a good hit. DerGaertner being quite assertive at the bottom here, pushing up his infantry, pushing up the Milan, looking for a kill on that command. Another T-80U is arriving at the top here for Tman. Another jet coming in here. Cluster going for the kill. Surely gets it. Yes, it does. Jaguar being engaged by MiG-29. No. Jaguar goes down. MiG-29 doing his job. Mi-24V rocket badly damaged. SAS did a lot of damage to that as well. Lots of exchanging going on here right now. T-80U dishing out some damage there. The Challenger needs a rearm and repair. Another command is coming in at the top here. That's 2 commands in position to go into that point. M48 coming in for the bottom here. Surprised we haven't seen another challenger coming in for the top. I think that was the cost of bringing in 2 cluster bombers, but the other T-80U has now arrived. Absolutely mangling those arm rifles. Rover Milans though. Ooh, almost got a nice hit on that T-80. Supplies coming in for the front line. Cluster coming in for the T-80U. Ooh, stunned but didn't get the kill. That was very lucky. Command moved back in. Point goes back to DerGaertner. Tman with the slight advantage in points at 294, but we are very early doors in this game. Very, very early. DerGaertner hasn't pushed his infantry any further forward now. He has stopped. MA24K scouting around the bottom of the map there. T-80BVK coming in, I assume, for the bottom. And 2 TO55s for support. Just trying to keep an eye on which way that... Yeah, T-80 is definitely coming for the bottom here, I think. Yes, indeed. There's the turn. Because there's a BTR-60 coming in for the top. TO55 is being engaged by the Milan. Ooh, managed to dodge. Marker's gone down on that Milan. Any artillery in yet? Not as yet. I thought that might be an artillery marker. Very easy for Tman to get a command back into that top point, but a nice +4 at the moment for DerGaertner. Good to have it. MI24K being pushed around the top there. Will be susceptible to that javelin very shortly. If the javelin can see it. There it goes. And the javelin LML fires pretty fast. Struggling to hit it. The MI24K might be able to kill the javelin here. Nope, takes a hit. Will be backed off. Lots of supplies coming in here. We'll finally get that Challenger repaired properly. Still a marker on that Milan too. There's the T-80 BVK coming in. M48 being pushed around the bottom here. Tunguska and Motrazvedka coming in. Surely that command is visible. Let's have a wee look at that air mobile here. Actually, no, it's not. That air mobile can't see through those trees. Can they see it? Borderline. Milan 2 can't see it, or would probably be firing at it. Milan would be in range, wouldn't it? Yeah. Got more Milan 2s arriving. Artillery in for DerGaertner now. He was making very good use of that last game. There's the command arrived in here. T-80U is being pushed back into position to protect it. Spetsnaz crew being moved up as well. DerGaertner will have to move his command back into that point. Currently +2 to Tman. Rover was destroyed there. I have to drop... Oh, it was destroyed with the Milan 2 in it as well. The Milan hadn't been dropped off yet. MiG-29 flittering around the back. Obviously waiting for a cluster bomber to come in or something to come in for that T-80 BVK. That's why that's there. Rover Milan's getting mangled there, but dishing out some damage on the T-80U. Milan 2 obviously does quite a bit of damage even to a T-80U's front armor. Artillery coming in now, right on top of that T-80U, which has been reversed and will be waiting for a repair and rearm, as will those choppers. Challenger being shifted around at the top there. Still only the one Challenger in so far. Let's have a quick look at the sides. Another Challenger coming in there. I assume we'll be heading to the center for the top. At this side, their mobile scouts are being pushed up for eyes on that command. Getting pummeled now by those tanks, though. Motrazvedka getting in for some better eyes on. And mobile scouts will be retreated. And immediately pushed back in. MiG-29. Oh, Jaguar cluster going up against the MiG-29. Another Jaguar cluster coming in is taking the dive. Does drop its cluster bombs, but only kills the TO-55. MiG-29 will spin back around to engage it. Ooh. Oh, down it goes to the Tunguska. The Tunguska's cannons finish off the cluster bomber. I think that will be DerGaertner out of cluster bombers, possibly. Has had to move his command out of that bottom point again, giving DerGaertner another +2. So he will take a slight lead in points here. Razvedka showing off the infantry at the bottom here. At the same time, bit of skirmishing going on up here. The Warrior Milan was killed by the T-80Us. T-80Us now punishing the Challenger. Challenger obviously does not have long-range ATGMs, so they outrange it. And the Challenger is slowly arriving here. Bedford supply truck being moved back to repair that. Artillery coming in on the top there. Trying to get hits on those tanks, but Tman is being very micromanagey with his tanks this game. Doesn't want to let any of those die. He's already lost one command tank. Not a lot of movement down here. That Milan is pushing up. Some Rapieras coming in for the center there. Mi-24V back in action, as well as the K. Any more tanks coming in? Hellarm coming in there. 175mm artillery, that is. So high damage artillery. Looking for kills on that command. Obviously not got a specific target though. Hellarm coming in looking for a kill. There's actually no AA down here. So Hellarm's not a bad choice. Some more Rover Milans and things coming in. Looks like he's trying to reinforce the bottom a bit more. Bringing in some javelins as well to deal with the helicopters. Milan 2 taking a shot here at the MTLB in the middle. Deploys its cannon early. Cannon will be moved up to try and engage that Milan. Slightly slower pace to this game at the moment than the last one. Lots of thinking time for both players. Both players trying to keep things alive. And it's tight right now. DerGaertner with that slight advantage. Assault Pioneer is being pushed up here. This, I think, is quite deliberate. This is to give eyes on the tanks to the Hellarm. Even if the Assault Pioneers die. Sacrificial lamb. Hellarm obviously getting shots off on the TO-55. Not sure you can quite see the T-80 BVK yet. It hasn't switched targets, I don't think. Do see the MiG-29 flittering around at the back. Would like to get... Oh, here it comes. Gets a kill on the Hellarm. An easy kill. Javelins weren't in position to start firing at it. Artillery coming in. And again, the T-80 BVK has been moved. Taking fire from that M48. But obviously outmatches the M48 by a long shot. Rapiera firing at that Rover Milan now. MiG-29 still in the map after taking some damage. Tman making a bit of a push at the top here. The Challenger still at the back there and one a little bit closer. Lots of missiles coming in the Challenger Mark II. And at this side the same. T-80U dishing out the damage here. Chopper goes down. This Challenger is going to get overwhelmed very quickly. Needs to smoke and get out of there. Fire computer reset. There it goes. It's smoked. Challenger at the other side. Oh, command killed by the T-80U. Challenger having to retreat even further back. I'd be worried about the other command sat in that tree line, as once those T-80Us get close enough. Oh, nice kill. T-80U gets a missile hit on the supply. Challenger cannot repair or rearm. Can't smoke itself. Is at risk from more missiles now from the T-80Us. They're currently missing though. Hellarm coming in, but we'll have that Tunguska to worry about. Command being moved in and out the other side, but currently +2 to Tman. Tman wrestling control of this top point completely now from DerGaertner. Another Challenger Mark II coming in. T80U's taken some damage, but still on the go. Cluster coming in for that kill. Oh, probably went for the wrong tank there. The other one was more damaged. T80U in the actual middle of the point was pretty much okay. And that goes... oh, there goes down another cluster bomber for DerGaertner. 2 Challenger Mark IIs at that bottom point now. One already badly damaged has come in from that Rapira. They're looking for a kill on that T80 BVK, I think. Rapira is really dishing out the damage there. Obviously hitting front armor now, not doing as much, but the damage has already been done. It is stressed out. Gets a good hit on the Rapira though. Has managed to stun it. Question is, can he get another good hit? It is slow firing. At the moment, it is looking like Tman has kept more alive, has slightly more on the map. T80Us obviously have been pulled back. They don't need to be up there anymore. Challengers badly damaged there. Over at the other side, Rapiras. One has died, but one is still alive, able to fire missiles across at the Challengers. There's another Rapira at the other side of this point. That T80 BVK sat there on half health, but quite happy, moving in and out of the point. Will now get rearmed and repaired. Back to neutralise with Tman with a nice advantage in points right now. And we'll be able to increase that further. Good artillery use from DerGaertner throughout this game, but Tman being very hot on moving his units after they've fired, so they're not sitting in one position too long. It is causing problems for that artillery use. Challenger pushed right up here, engaging on the T80 BVK. Challenger looking better here. Is only a rank 1 Challenger though. Going for the kill on the Rapira. T80 BVK had to smoke itself. Now is the time, if ever, for that artillery to come in on that T80. But I'm sure Tman's watching it. Urgently needing supplies down here for these Challengers. There is one on the way. Challenger takes another shot at the T80, but the Challenger is now stressed out. It is only rank 1. Stresses out quicker. And my 24V rocket coming in with a missile, and there we go. The smoke is down. The Challenger will have to rearm and repair. Up at the top there, Tman in complete control of that point. Challenger has been repaired there at both sides, but obviously is kind of stressed out. Artillery being used to try and deal with any infantry, but only hitting the front edge of that forest. These Challengers will soon be repaired, but there's a surprise in store for them when they come back. T80 UD has arrived. That will be a nightmare for those poor Challengers. Very strong tank. With the support of the Mi-24V at the back there. 21 minutes left of this game. It is not looking great for DerGaertner, I've got to be honest. Nice points advantage now for Tman. And he is very much in control of that top point. Look at those T80Us freely moving across the center of the map. There's nothing there to stop them. Challenger command rolling into this point. Ooh, this could be nasty. Can those Motorstrike BMP hit them from the side? Not quite. Almost. This could be a side shot. I don't think the Motorstrike can see it. Immediately smokes. Sniper gets wrecked there. Missiles coming across at that Challenger Mark II. Challenger Mark II surely... What is going on with the Motorstrike? Oh, they're holding fire. Oh, beautiful shot. Tman was microing them. He had it turned off. I wondered why it hadn't fired. 2 wonderful side shots on that command. Brilliantly played there by Tman. hiding the Motorstrelky till the last second to get that kill. Absolutely beautifully played, Tman. That was just mwah, pièce de resistance. Absolutely beautiful. Over at the other side. Both of the challengers are dead. T80 BVK and T80 UD remain. And at this side, Challenger Command is down. Challenger Mark II very badly damaged. Just managed to escape with a pip of health. And this one not looking so great either. Once those T80Us roll up, they will make short work of the Challenger, unfortunately. A couple of artillery pieces in there at the back for Tman now as well. I didn't even see them come in. Artillery once again going on the T80 BVK, but it's just sitting there. Tman, the nice, pretty much double advantage in the points there. Artillery coming in that rover. It has been spotted. That's the other command dead that was ready to go in. A couple of Phantoms coming in there. I think that's to go in for the kill on that Mi-24 rocket. MiG-29 coming in to engage them as well, though. One Phantom goes down. MiG-29 takes no damage so far. MiG-29 damaged. Phantom damaged, both evacing. Tractor Rapier there. Getting hit by the Mi-24K. There's the T-80 is pushed up. One very dead Challenger as expected. Artillery again going in on that T-80 BVK, but I think it's all over. I think DerGaertner has just lost too much at this point. He's lost all his Challengers. They're expensive tanks. And while I think he traded well early game, Tman has just managed to keep more alive at this stage. He's got pretty much all his big tanks still alive. And he's got another T-80 UD arrived at the top there. T-80 BVK not under too much threat at the bottom here. Milan is going to take pot shots at it, but I'm expecting a surrender any time now. T-80 BVK takes a good hit, but there's the surrender. Commiserations, DerGaertner. Absolutely fantastically played. Good exchanges at the start there, but again, over double the kills and 2 losses there for Tman. Exceptionally well controlled, and that Motsuchin side shot on the command tank at the end there was just beautiful. Yeah, T-80U doing a very good job. Survived all the way to the end, I believe. Over the other side, Challenger doing well. I mean, I don't think there was anything that really stands out for MVP there. It was all tanks doing the damage. Maybe... Where's it at? Where's the Challenger command? There it is. Motorstrelky BMP. Maybe we give the Motorstrelky BMP for that beautiful side shot on that Challenger Mark II command. I mean, that was all Tman though. Let's be fair. Very good micro on that weapon. Good games, guys. Commiserations, DerGaertner. Really, really well played against Tman. Tman takes the win here. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you all soon for some more WARNO.